say she's not exempt, right? Or let's say you have an individual, even if she's not a single mom, an individual who's not exempt. But you kick them off of Medicaid and you prevent them from buying into the ACA plan that's affordable at their income level.
Kind of think of your, I'm sorry, generally, your example. So again, if they're not eligible for Medicaid, where would they go?
So to my understanding, if someone is kicked off the Medicaid rolls.
Because they're make too much money? I mean, why would they? Because a single mom would be on Medicaid.
Let's say a single woman. Let's say a single woman.
Single woman that's working, that's eligible
Say she's
to
working,
work.
let's say she's deemed, she's one of these individuals that one of the 7.6 million people that are deemed ineligible for Medicaid. They would be also ineligible to buy into the ACA, correct?
Well, so you got the 7.6, either they're ineligible for Medicaid. If they're eligible for Medicaid, they would only be the work requirement. So if they work, they wouldn't lose Medicaid. And then the other one would be if they were not a legal presence here. So they would still be eligible to buy into ACA. I know another committee is working on that program. I can't answer that question.
But it wouldn't be at the subsidized rate. It would have to be full freight.
Depends on what, I mean, I know another committee is working on that jurisdiction. I can't answer that question for you, but unless somebody here could. But I know that the scenario you first rose, they shouldn't lose their Medicaid under this bill.
And say for a work requirement, the retrospective on looking backwards on this, I've heard different things between states could look back several months, and if a person has a spotty employment record on that month, it seems like as though it would be unclear what the standard would be on whether they meet the work requirement or not. Is that?
I'm not
Is there
familiar with that. I'll get back with you on that, I have to say, but I don't think so, because the idea is if they're engaged, they don't even have to be working. They could be education. We want people to move up. That's what we want. I know we all do. So engage in, if they can't find work, volunteer. Like there was some question about, what about, now we go up to 64?
Say, for example, like many of the instances that we've seen, this creates a lot of a bureaucratic burden. Someone's letter gets sent and their address isn't on the thing. They're not able to fill it in on time. They get bumped off of Medicaid. If someone is bumped off for whatever reason, it seems as though they are prevented from being able to buy into the ACA at the subsidized rate for their income level.
I don't know anyone that'd be prevented from buying. I don't know the answer about the ACA. That's, unless you're talking about the premium tax credits, which I don't know the answer to that.
Would you like me to yield to you?
I